Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Helen. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and continue watching this video, and please don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. And if you are a return subscriber, thank you for always coming back to support me. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like and share this video with also your friends, and please tell them to subscribe to my channel. So guys, in today's video I'm going to tell you the differences between universities, institutions, or vocational training centers when it comes to studying in Morocco. And at the end you are going to thank me for this information, because like when I was applying for the very first time before I came here to Morocco, they did not tell us the differences between the two, and then when we came here it was just like, it was a different thing. Like, it was chaotic. People were all protesting and all that, and I don't want this like to be your case, you understand? I want you to have like the information and be prepared as you're coming to Morocco, or as you're already in Morocco and you're waiting for your authorization from AMSI. So let's get into today's video. We all know what a university is, but I'm just going to give you like a brief definition between the two, and maybe give you a brief differences between the two as well. So university is a higher education institution that offers undergraduate and graduate, and often they offer also like doctorate programs in a wide range of academic disciplines. While an institute, on the other hand, is a more like generic term that can refer to various education or research organization. It can be a vocational training center where you go and they teach you only like the practical part of studying, or you can go straight to specialization, you understand? For example, let's say if you are coming to study like computer science, you can go you can apply to an institute and straight you can go like into specialization. You will not have to like study all the bulky things when it comes to computer science. You just like straight go to specialization. If you want to become like a software engineer or a developer, you just go straight to that, and then you'll be studying all the web development, or let's say app development. Or if you want to do networking, you straight go to networking. That's what you're going to be doing when you apply to an institute. And yeah, so when it comes to like the differences between the two, a university, as I've said earlier, you can be like 500 to 1,000 students in a hall, while in an institute or a vocational training center, you can be 20, 15, 16, 10, it depends. And normally it does not, like when you're in an institute, you cannot be 100 in a class, you understand? So that thing is not allowed. So another difference when it comes to a university, you study a degree program that ranges from 3 years to 7 years, 10 years, like that, you understand? A degree, and then PhD, masters, and so on and so forth. But then when it comes to an institution or a vocational training center, you only study for 1 year, 2 years, highest it can be 3 years, and then it can either be a certification or a diploma. That's like the highest certificate that they give in an institute. When it comes to studying in Morocco, most Moroccans would prefer studying in an institute or a vocational training center for a period of 2 years, 1 year, and then they will go to a university to upgrade only for 1 year, which makes sense. Like, you just do your diploma for 2 years, and then you go to a university, give you license, and after the license, you already have like, you're already equal with someone who went to a university and then they studied for 4 years, 5 years to get a degree. At the time, they actually didn't explain these things to us. They did not tell us, okay, if you come to Morocco, you study this, you will study that. We just applied, and then in our heads, in our brains, we were like, okay, we're coming to study, like we're coming to a university, we are going to do degree straight. We just came, and then we were shocked because they told us, okay, 100 people were going like to an institute, and then 50 were like to a university. You understand, like to faculty and all that, to do degree. To us, it was a very bad thing because like in our heads, our parents knew that we are coming to Morocco to a university to study degree, not any diploma or certification. We actually didn't know that it was the agreement between the government of South Sudan and the Moroccan government. So it brought like a huge protesting. We're all protesting. We were like, we don't want to do this, we want universities and all that. And at last, when they gave us the universities, we found out that okay, they were right actually, because studying here in Morocco is very hard. So if you are applying, let's say maybe for a degree program that takes 4 years, let's say it takes 4 years, here in Morocco it will take 5 years, because like the educational system here in Morocco is very, very hard, and I think it's the French system. And coming from an East African community or an East African country, they didn't teach us like the French way of studying. So like I feel like our educational system back home is kind of like easier when it comes to studying in Morocco. So you really have to be very careful, or you have to do your research when it comes to studying in Morocco. And if you know that you're coming like for this Moroccan scholarship, you really have to know if you're either coming to do bachelor's or you're coming to do a diploma in an institute. And another thing, as I've said earlier, in a university they normally don't pay attention to students, because you're very many. Where will the professor start from? And that's why it's very, very hard to study in a university here in Morocco. But then when you're coming like to study in an institute, it's much easier, because you're not very many in a class, and most times you'll be the only foreigner in that class. So you have like all the attention from the professor, and then if you don't understand anything, you can actually ask direct, and then the professor will be able like to attend to you. But in a faculty, that's not the case. So you really have to pick wisely when it comes to studying here in Morocco. I know I told you guys like this story a million times, but I will not stop telling them, because I feel like I learned a lesson. Like I learned my lesson when it comes to this thing that I'm going to share with you now. So as I said, that when we came to Morocco, we didn't know like the differences between the universities and institutions. So like the 100 people that were given like the institute, they didn't want it, because in our mind they were like, okay, you're only going to study all these conductor, taxi driver and all that. And then coming from South Sudan, that's kind of like a disgrace. But we really didn't know like the advantages of studying in an institute. So we were protesting, and then at last, when they gave us like our universities, or when they gave us the courses in the universities, we found it very hard like to cope up with the system. And then again, we went back to MC, and some people were all like changing courses, and I'm among them. Like, I'm telling you the truth, I changed from the course that they gave me at the university level, which was Sciences de la Vie et du Terre. Yeah, I changed from that one to an institute. That's where like I was able to do a diploma course, and I finished, and I'm very, very grateful for it. Because you guys, you know, like these days it's not all about like going to school and doing this and doing that. It's not even about the degree. Like the world is changing, everything is changing, everything is becoming computerized or digital, you understand? So you really have to learn, like you have to study something, like a skill or something. And then when it comes to an institute, they normally tend to teach you like the skilled work. They normally tend to teach you like, okay, the practical part of that course that you're supposed to do at the university level, you understand? So for example, me when I first applied for this Moroccan scholarship, I actually wanted like biotechnology or biochemistry, because it sounds fancy and nice. But then when I came here and then they were like, okay, they're not going to give me biochemistry or biotechnology. They instead like gave me something in an institute. That was at first when I was coming here in Morocco. They gave me, I think it was something to do with hygiene and science and something. It's kind of like related to that biochemistry or biotechnology thing. It's in the same field, but in an institute level, you understand? So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that, blah blah, and all that. I was all complaining. I was even among like the ringleaders when it came to like the protesting and all that. And then okay, they were like, cool, they would just give me like sciences de la vie et du terre, you understand? So when they gave me that thing, I went to the university. You will study that sciences de la vie et du terre like for a period of, let's say, I think 3 years. No, it's 4 years, I think. I really don't know, I forgot about it. And then after that, you have to specialize. Like after like the 3rd year, maybe the 2nd year, you will specialize into that thing that you really want to do. You understand? So it was very, very hard. Due to some factors and also like the educational system here in Morocco, I wasn't able like to do the sciences de la vie et du terre. And then I spoke to a friend. That's why I was like saying, guys, you really have to do your research and talk to someone who is here in Morocco and knows the educational system here in Morocco. They will guide you through the ways of teaching and all that. So I was able to speak like to a friend, and I'm very, very grateful to him. I don't know if he's going to watch this video, but thank you, Samsi, for advising me. And yeah, I took his advice and then I asked him like for the courses that I can actually do in an institute, and then he gave me that guy, like he was guiding me, and then he told me he was doing networking, and then he told me about software engineering, like when it's the institution level and all that. So I did my research also. I checked about it and I fell in love with the course, and yeah, I went to school, and funny enough, I passed. When it comes to studying here in Morocco, it's all about cramming. If you really want to pass, you have to cram. And in a university level or in a university, their coursework, the polycops are very, very huge, or there are many. Like you have to read, like you have to cram 100 pages just for one exam, which is a huge thing. And if you're not really good at cramming, you're going to fail. You're going to just I don't know, stay in that one class for years and not passing. So it's really no good. You have to really do your research and also talk to people when you're coming here to Morocco. When it comes to studying in Morocco, you really don't want to do this mistake of coming and then maybe stay for a period of time, like maybe say 6 months, and then you find out that okay, studies is hard, and then the next thing that you want to do is to go back home. It's really no good, because you know you are not the only one that applied for this scholarship, and your colleagues that applied with you, they were not like fortunate enough. It's not that your results are better than theirs. Some people actually have like better results than you, but then because of some certain factors, they were not able to come here to Morocco to study. But then you were given that chance, and then the only thing that you have to do is to really like use it. You have to use it to your own benefits. If they gave you university and then you came here and then you, maybe let's say the first semester things didn't work out, and like truthfully you sat down and then you were thinking through, and then you're like, try another, let's say maybe another way here in Morocco, I would just advise you, instead of changing from one course to another in a university or to a different city, it's not good, you understand? Because there are a lot of people that here and then they did that, like they changed to different universities, and it's the same system. Then the last thing that they did was to go back home, which is not good. Like you've just wasted like 3 years, 4 years doing nothing. The only thing that you really have to do, if you are already here in Morocco, you are coming and then you tried university and it's not working out, the only thing that you have to do is to try an institute, because it's really not that bad. Like, and no one should discourage you that okay, you're going to an institute, it's only diploma. After that diploma, you can go back to AMC, you try and talk to them. They will give you that 1 year course in a university, which is equivalent like to a degree. So you really have to be patient when it comes to studying here in Morocco. There are a lot of universities here in Morocco, and their systems are all the same. Like for example, we have University of Abdel Malik, that's in Tetouan. That's the university that I was supposed to study in. And then when it comes to institutions, they have EST, they have OFPPT. OFPPT is a vocational training college or an institute, and it has different like branches in different cities here in Morocco. You just have to pick the course and then the city, and try and check if that course that you want to do is in that city. If it's not in that city, you can always like check other cities. And when it comes to institutes or colleges, the system is all the same. So it's not like in universities where they will tell you, okay, the teaching system in University of Ibn Tawfil is easier than the one in University of Sid bin Abdullah. So you have to always do your research and try to compare like your options. If they gave you university, are you really like, are you sure that you want to come to Morocco to study for 5 years in a university instead of going to an institute for 2 years and then you go back to a university for 1 year, which is 3 years? Yeah. So guys, think through and make your research. Always try and talk to people who are here in Morocco, and they will guide you like through all this, your application process. And why did I change from a university to an institute? Because first of all, when it comes to studying in Morocco, people are very many in a whole when it comes to studying in a university or in a faculty here in Morocco. And another thing is that the professors don't pay attention to you, and most of the times they are supposed to teach in French, but they will prefer to teach in Darija, which is like the Moroccan dialect. You understand? They will prefer to teach in Darija. And if you are not from an Arab speaking country, it will be very hard for you like to understand what they are saying, because you're the only foreigner maybe in a class of 500 Moroccans, you understand? So you really don't want to be a victim of that thing. So that's also another reason why I actually changed. It's not that I don't understand Darija, I understand it, but not really that well. And in the institute that I was in, they would teach in French and also Darija, but then my professor was always like cool and nice. All my professors were all nice to me because I was the only like foreigner or a black student in a class full of Moroccans. And then the professors, like they understood that I don't speak Darija, but I understand Arabic a little bit, and I also don't understand French that well by then. That's what like I told them. And yeah, they tried their best to make sure that I understand what they are teaching. And if I don't understand, they will ask me, do you understand? And if I don't understand, they'll be like, I'll be like, no. And then they will repeat what they are saying. You understand? And then also, some of my professors kind of like understood English, kind of. They don't speak, but then they understood. Like for example, if I'm trying to ask something, I would ask in French, but then if it's not really that clear, I'll just switch to English, and then they will try and understand. So that's that was the reason why I changed from the university to the institute. So guys, I hope this video is making sense. It's making sense, and if you feel like you picked something from this video, please like and comment below. And yeah, so guys, we've come to the end of today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share with your friends, and comment below. And if you have someone that is coming to Morocco, please share this video with them. It may help them in a way or the other. And yeah, see you in my next video. Bye.